I want fucking like a nigga finger. I think to get your own, you need to read that. Try not to your body and your bread. Why not? And your body never made me now. Try not to slow your wrist. Chichi Dalida. Conversation of the world. Chichi Dalida. It's the never at the end. Fight up. Everywhere me never slide like that. It's a dolly and luxury. Money and a bumpy. You know like a something. Pretty little muffin. You see what I mean, you're so lucky. Some of the good pussy girl. Never country run up a pussy and your tummy. Girl, the pussy come. They call your mommy. Why do that? My body, I'm not gonna tell you. Say the girl like that. She want me know much that shit. Something I don't want is so good in the bed. Tell me no, all that's what you wear. Try that, do your body and your bread. Why not? And your body never made me. Try that, some body body you're not chichi right. So come in the shell of your mouth, you're coming right. The never at the end, fire. Everywhere they never slide like. That we love it, so you never she choose this side, this choose her. So she wanna fuck on you, make you feel that she and that's what you deserve, yeah. But take your time, no time. You know there's no calling. Oh, I say right now. Stay from the game, oh God. Love me, I'm falling.
This is all your trouble. Stop, you know. I'm doing boom, boom, pop. You could be a sign, so you could be inside that my darling, you roll up. You see heaven between my thighs. Ooh, white on sex, my right. But I don't know what you want to do. Don't know in the back. So baby, love, be my love. And I need that food, go back. Have a pussy where make it cool right back. Never get a girl like me. So yes, my love, would you love me? The tears are up and they're bad, not me. So I will like put
yo, you mean I said I'm not clean and fair represent the red spot sound.
Are you serious right now?
This is all your trouble.
Go ahead.
I'm more than a life. Boy, I'm some young style. The thing that they like, the thing she makes her like a knife. As a boy, I fuck some with it, and I go. Half them are chicks, and I go. Holy fuck you, I fuck some good. Then I go put it in a groove. Look at me, fuck your side of the camera. We let me get me up on a corner. The thing is, she's good, and I say, after 9 o'clock, she can't go on. She's with a nose, them can't handle it. Black shadow, please get us just all the truths in the spot, my fan from the beginning, we should ask. Never know how much they develop, they should have done it. But that's all it, that's all I say, yes, I'm just a laugh. You should make it, say, they never got to have that close. Sometimes I must have to go into that close, but I cannot give it up when I'm going to count the board. No one can I got just a show that's up one and I remove, but I'm gonna run the most. Session is up on the telephone, drive the news, she drive the floor, just a little bit of like the door. I can't everybody else, but don't care about the goal. Man, I know, then it's my heart. Yeah, my side was all that. But that's a little bit, so that's all the truths in the spot, my fan from the beginning, we should have asked. Never know how man you got up, they should have done. But that's all the life, you're on the side. And if I you feel panic again. And if you get it on the road, you slam it again. Pop up till you're wetter than a shower head. Pop up till you're wetter than a river bed. Underwater, love it when you bring it and you got it. Sit down and you want it, that vanish like a magic. Stick it and you got it, you say you make a profit. Feel like you got it, you worry about it. Feel like you must swim and swat and pussy the aquatic. Yeah, you're so romantic, you must want to give me candy. And you don't have it in your feeling and jump it down.
Oi, Brenda, we don't hire for you. I swear to God, next up.
Easy.
The radio.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad, bro.
This is the radio.
My bad.
It's the radio, but we don't really bullshit about coming here for an interview, so she don't know.
This is all your jubbly Jamaican.
She was supposed to be here and she didn't come.
But
No problem.
you know y'all history.
That's fine, but it's no peace. That's why she had a whole fire. It's promo, it's no way. But you're not getting no
Right for you, live from the boat to board, live from it till I fall. So he got a little more time to live in that one. I feel fat for you like Tyson. Too nice to win the ball of the day. Don't be the man, just can't understand. One with a pussy and a boy like a vegan. Stop fighting, looking fat for you like Tyson, girl. Too nice to win the ball of the day. Mama killing them, it's a cause I pussy too.
Telling no one like a story. Me have a man, why have a woman when I know about me. Boy, me know she, but she don't know me. The money make me happy, do me not want it. These are the original side chicks now. Me up in a place, me a next one. Me know you don't go to the back. I'm a lady, a wife, me a whole side bitch position. This is not my style, and that's how me dance. Me up in a feelings, me a next girl man. Me know you don't go to the back, I'm a lady, a
This is all your
Yes, my big belly friend.
So me keep loving that. Beat your pussy up, make it keep coming back. Love how you flexible like a command. When I rest the body down, me watch your body clap. Say she all about the G, not another one. I run my full of girl like Solomon. She asked me, where me got gone? Me so many answer, me got question. She said she have a man, me again too. You gotta say she have a man, me again too. That's you, say she have a man, me again too. I hear she believe me. Why you guys don't believe me? Hey, watch out, hey. You gotta say she have a man, me again too. Yeah, say she have a man, me again too. That's you, say she have a man, me again too. I hear she believe me. Why you guys don't believe me? All I tell that she won't be there. Baby girl, that's why I keep it. I'm not here, but she's not seeing where. All about what I think I'm gonna ring.
Give them your things and them still come round and shoot you. Give them kind of friends, she will shoot you. Don't have to tell you to do face, shoot you. All the woman, mama, son, locked up. A first class man, a flight to the strap up. Now use them, press my answer, so me not problem. All the woman, mama, son, locked up. First class man, a flight to the strap up. Now use them. We see them at a diamond see them. Your things are diamond see them. We see you take your Kyle and do them. Still a wear the ball, you be like them a crow, them know why you're rasta. So you know that them a cool. In a look, no one knows them want to stay rasta. Wow. But don't just leave her. They say you can't just leave her. Me I might not catch. Don't be not even not just leave her. Me know you want that woman in the world. Me know you can't be no class. cheat and we cheat them check. That's where I work this stuff. Every put them on the team, every sitting up.
If I want you like me don't care. Me no bright, me go cry, never shed a tear. Please don't touch it, y'all, them a enemy. Cause I'm a tech party, I'm the enemy. Pull on me, that my best friend. No matter what me never left them. Woman everywhere me go, so me no break them. One God, one God, so me get them. And if me run out of God, me go check them. Pack it up, God, give me on the next then. Dig it to the big pipe, like a red then. Bust the new style, let me see your section. But if it's on you, just see it in the next then. Tap at it, bubble feel it quick. Cut the girl, what a body kick. Do no shift, me a bun a split. Me serve, me a fillet. Tap at it, bubble feel it quick. Cut the girl, what a body kick. Do no shift, me a bun a split. Me serve. The SOG still a pop on the money. Johnny Rose young this young Tony stuff. She a angle the hero. So she a fi get money now. Family we are. Every party we stop. I go party my shop. From a real big thing. Every party we shop. From a world thing we stop. With the knowledge we choose on the money. Oliver people and you know. Not just friend, not just devil. They might play hard, feel get devil. If you not just BS, not just trouble. Human being, not just devil. If they moving anti-social, I. We can't stand no bad boy, we buy. Anyhow, I don't beg for now. He's my best friend. And you know what I'm best friend. We get down, easy, them follow me like Twitter, them follow me like Jesus. I'm the girl, remember to walk. She chat them, so take a do that. One somebody say pull over. She use her hands so she a over. You think you're better than the specific you so much. So I'm not better than the best one that I don't know what I'm telling straight. I'm not walking, telephone ring, tell the ears ring. I'm not playing, the 14, the house thing, the close thing. I'm up and I'm up, coffee the brush, I'm the mango. No box of the road, taking a mango. I'm a pattern, no car, it's a mango. Dirty girl can up and pretty girl fine. Some of you have up the quality, you have to qualify. Put your head up when you come up your body high. Tell them put in a body from you have up the high. I'm putting you on mine, in your mind. She can mind like you know what I want. One day, I'm but I'm up to the man, it's fine. I'm putting you on mine, in your mind. Now mercy. We don't know what it's saying about the money car. How we live on it. Okay, we got a song class. We don't know what it's saying about the money car. Somebody down there. When you think about the dust, it's so much as in the blood. Who is that? Show off the rock. Who is that? Show off the rock. You want to put this out there. What is that? Just like I'm on the world. We don't know what it's saying. Every girl want to get piece of it. Every girl want to come from it. Every girl want to fight to harm it. Every girl want to go and go back. Going back to the police specialist. Tell us the sick come get me with it. We never book the back in 1986. Now I'm going to rush it on. This man from yo, you mean I said I'm gonna keep the third for represent for rep squad. Yeah, you know, she said the girl don't need a rush to go back. Every girl want a piece of the back. So make a big girl, yeah. Every girl want to get piece of it. Every girl want to come to it. Every girl want to fight to harm it. Every girl want to go and go back. Go back to the police specialist. Girl pussy sick, come check me with it. With the book from 1986, number 2000, what is she check me with it. All the pussy want is a new gear stick. Pussy tight smooth girl with each summer crisp. Pussy different and pussy want a gas stick. Pussy all a shot like hope electric. Tell time I hope you cut down the voltage. I want to take right down to politics. In a one gear with a pussy stick. That's him coming time and how many lorry, shot and tally, like. How many? Lorry, shot and tally. Lordy, shot and tally, Lordy, can't have money. I'm say what's on sale, what's on sale, what's on sale, what's on sale. Take it over here, take it over here, take it over here, take it over here. I was eating cornflakes and body water, cornflakes and body water. I was eating cornflakes and body water, cornflakes. Lolly, short and tally, Lolly, can't body, Lolly, short and tally, Lolly, can't body. I'm so what's on sale, what's on sale, what's on sale, what's on sale. Take it over here, take it over here, take it over here, take it over here. I was eating cornflakes and body water, cornflakes and body water. I was eating cornflakes and body water, cornflakes and body water. Yo, you mean a son of a man, clean a dirty, you represent for Rexport Sound. Yo mental, regulate the thing, it just gets serious. Yo mental, regulate the thing, it just gets serious. Yo mental, regulate the thing, it just gets serious.
Cheer. I subscribe to it. I know that. Big up them a cutter. Now survive in a bus ride. Murder drunk one in a rag. Lyrics what she got finger up girls. So I catch them a break from the flats for the first time. Blood in the cut slow like bus ride. Natural love it madness style. When it broke down still a push it and joy and duck. Blood train like party flyer. But flick champagne that flyer. Them a big way son dog, nobody no rate them just stop your mother no my lad. Couldn't run the place, them cool up, top try off. Can't breathe again like y'all retire. Mental fuck them the lazy way out. Ever since sound like Babylon and try out. What them feel like, look up pussy them feel like. Red spot, murder any, bumper parts on in a real life. What them feel like, pussy looking like steel pipe. Extend the magazine and never tell you nothing very nice. Dance all brand no problem, but them a chat about push it up here. Plenty of them a run with flash out. For best jump on the end, swings my truck and girl in the front. And ready to chop track.
Don't keep that one here.
Mental, just get serious.
You said it's live already. I know that. I'm trying to wait for it. Y'all can pick.
Here, walk in. I'm gonna take for the flower.
Get out of the way. Get my back up. All right. Yeah, so look.
My day.
Get away here. I can get away.
That's something already. No.
Yo, mental, regulate the thing. It just gets serious.
Me a the baddest bumbo clap man a road. Me a the baddest bumbo clap man a road. Me a the baddest bumbo clap man a road.
That's on the hot daddy. Going out, you jumping up.
Money don't chase me. We have money chaser. We work hard for the paper. So we want the fun. And we want sex with the world. No more, no from the money. Just in the money, the send us soul. We change up the life. Yes, them on the road in the one flower. No power long time. We must have slow down. We are time. Once I chase me, the mother sound. No people think so that we're the mother.
I got confused. Like, the real shit, like, your real thoughts. Don't be holding back. I'm ready for it.
This is all about the fact.
Ain't no microphone in it.
Check one, check one.
Music.
Microphone, check one, check one. The girls them want to take one long, check one, check one. She want the balls in her phone screen, check one, check one. She want her check one, check one.
DJ Sperm doorknob.
She want DJ Sperm, check one, check one. She want that rose VR click, check one, check one.
We're big up blood clot DJ Popsy, my fat belly friend. Happy birthday, Popsy.
Check one, check one.
Popsy, come in and come bust a sweat real quick, man. Big up Popsy. Big him up. Bust a sweat real quick. But we actually about to go ahead and jump right into our special guest. Shawty, go ahead and put her mic up, please. Miss Carter. Hello, Miss Carter.
Oh,
How are you? I'm good. So, Miss Carter is not the name she goes by, so don't call her that. But go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
That was different. It's Alicia Carter.
You like how Miss Carter sound,
Like how
right?
Miss Carter sound.
Hey, Miss Carter.
No way, stop. So it's Alicia Carter. Socially, it's Alicia CPR. I do PR and marketing. Most people know me from pretty much my work. So 15 years almost in the industry now.
15 in the industry. So
15. It's been almost 15. Next year it'll be 15. June of 2022. It's been almost 15 years since I have not been in corporate America. No shade to it, but just I like to celebrate that because that's big for me. That's big for anybody, honestly.
that is definitely, and I need you to explain a little bit more in detail what that job description is, because I be getting cussed out sometimes.
Yeah, I cuss you out a lot. I'm like, she calls me on a lot, and I'm like, I cuss her out a lot too. Let's see, I work mostly, people know my work mostly in the entertainment industry. I've worked in the small business world, the media world. I represented talents from everywhere. Tommy Lee Sparta, Marla Negra, Future, Rocco, Jeezy, Rico Love, Brian Michael Cox, Trina, Plies, Ross, etc.
So can you explain PR? Please.
Public relations?
Yes.
It's an art and science to it. We keep people wanting to see these talents. They are in magazines. We put them in magazines. When you see them on covers, we get them there. When you see them on TV shows, we get them there. When you see them on red carpets, we do that. And we pretty much are the talent behind the talent. That's what I like to call us.
The talent behind the talent. So actually, PRs are very important, y'all. I need y'all to understand that. Like, they do all of the dirty work. Like,
Not
getting
just
the
dirty work.
bookings.
We do good.
Well,
good
when I
work.
say dirty work, I mean
I'm like,
the artist doesn't have
Let's
to
just
talk to
say-
anyone, set up any interview. So when I say dirty work,
We
that's what I'm
definitely do that.
referencing.
We're pretty much second to management. We're like that next. We're that image maker. What's his name? Samuel L. Jackson. He said something. He said, "We're the magicians. We are. That's what we do."
Y'all are the ones that take the hits.
Yeah, like they got all they make it come together.
They gotta pretty up the speech for the public.
Basically. So
Yes.
we, even with the way they speak to the public, and we do that. We train them for that. When they're doing interviews, we train them for that. Most like creative direction, we're a part of that. Stuff like that. So it's more so like I said, PR is an art and science to it. We keep the talent that you guys support nonstop going. In short.
Okay.
On the flip side, we do that for businesses as well.
Dope.
So
That is dope. So what got you into wanting to do that? Like, what was like, let me
that's funny.
get into the industry and let me
I did
put
not
some-
want to be in the industry. Let's be clear.
Okay.
It landed in my lap. Honestly, I got laid off. I was working for J.P. Morgan Chase. I just moved here, not even maybe 2 years, and I got laid
Atlanta.
off. I'm
Okay.
from Ohio, and I got laid off, and I just started. I dropped a book. I'm sorry, and I set up a book tour for myself. So I had a book signing in the CNN Center at the little bookstore there. And I met a couple people, and they're like, "Yo, have you ever worked for a magazine? I like your style, et cetera, et cetera." So I ended up working for an automotive magazine. And I started networking real tough in the industry interviewing celebrities, et cetera. And they thought I was either a stylist or a publicist. But I went to school, though, for marketing and PR. That's the funny part. I just never thought that it would be in the industry that I'm in. It was always for corporate because I was always in it. So I never thought, oh, I'm going to open my business and I'm going to just wing it. It never crossed my mind until I got laid off. And I was like, fuck it. Excuse my language.
No, this is.
And I was like, I just didn't want to go back into worrying about my job. If I'm going to worry about my job, I'm going to just worry about it on my own terms. You feel me?
Right.
So Akon was my first client.
Oh, Akon. Wow.
Akon was my first client. And actually,
And how
he
did
was
that
the
come
reason
about?
that I fell in love with music PR, actually. I credit him because when I met him through his management. And it pretty much went from there. He was, I want to introduce you, I think you'll be dope in that world, et cetera, et cetera. And he took me to the studio and I met him and he sat me down and he just walked me through his process. And I was like, damn, like you dope. Like, this is what you do to make a hit? So I was in the studio until like 6 in the morning, didn't even realize it, learning.
Wow.
And meeting people, introducing me to people, and they're like, give me your card, you gotta be a stylist or a publicist. So really that's where it came from. And I just opened my, June 2007, just said, fuck it. And I opened my business. There you go.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
Akon.
That was my first.
That man, he done
No, he's a
lost
genius. And
half of
actually, at that
Africa
time,
and done made some
the
schools
funny
and
part is, at that time, he was talking about what he was going to do for Africa. That's the funny part. Like, he was talking about it then.
And what year was this?
That was 2007.
Wow.
And he said, I'm gonna make this come alive for my country. He was talking about it then. I actually had him booked on a show that Sway did on MTV one time. And he even mentioned it then. It was a couple years later. So he's always had that in his vision, believe it or not.
Wow.
Well, since I've known him. And that was 2007.
Wow.
So.
Shout out Akon, man. That's definitely he's came a long way and he has become a humanitarian.
No.
Doing a lot for Africa, actually. Yeah, man, go on to Africa. No, for real. I that is definitely a place that I want to visit. Africa, the motherland.
Of course. Why not? Of course.
Yeah, man. So, okay. What upcoming projects do you have going on? What coming up?
Well, it depends. With my PR company, I'm looking to expand. I want to do more global projects. I think right now I'm to the point where, especially in music, it has to be something that sparked me or challenged me because I've represented so many different talents that, that's returning clients or long-term clients or, they refer people. So I'm about challenging myself. So I want a country artist. If you really want to know the truth, that's my challenge for myself because I've never endeavored in that and I want a client on that red carpet. That's my challenge.
Country.
Other than that, outside of that, my apparel, you know, my T's and T's, and I've put that off. I've talked about it, y'all know that, for so long, and I've done samples and I've done test runs. And
This bitch Slaves was my favorite.
so I'm literally about to just go full force with that next month, and I'm so glad. Like that's my baby, like right there.
We
That
gonna
collection
give y'all a
is
little
my
piece.
baby.
We got some gifts. We gonna give
Yeah.
y'all a couple of little pieces a little bit later. But so I have some questions for you in reference to the PR. What difficulties have you faced being a PR? I mean, you know, some artists are cool, I know that, and some, you know, ego trips. So give me one experience you had that was like kind of crazy and hectic.
Wow.
And you ain't gotta say no names. You can just give us the situation.
I mean, I've had to handle some crisis situations. There was one client where he almost died, you know, and got shot up. And I got a call at 5 o'clock in the morning to get on my job and to handle what was coming out about it. And he was fighting for his life in real life, you know what I'm saying? And I had to control the masses of it. That was interesting.
So
That
you
was
have
real
to narrate a
interesting.
story for someone
Yeah.
that is fighting for their life.
And then I
not
also
knowing.
had to control the narrative that was already out there, you know, because it was already reports going on. So it was interesting, but it was a challenge, and I loved it. But I turned it around, and it worked.
Give us another one that's not a crisis, just something crazy.
Oh, Lord. I mean, I've dealt with a lot from, you know, when shoots, you show up on shoots and clients are 2-3 hours late, and you gotta, you know, that's your relationship at the same time, and you gotta control that. I've dealt with clients where they cussing out production, you know, for a TV taping or something like that, and they're going berserk. And you gotta maintain and control that, and get the vibe back going so they can get back to work. You know, so it's been it just depends on the situation. But it's been situations. I mean, you deal with a lot of personalities. You gotta understand that.
Right.
And then you also have to build up a trust level with these celebrities. It's not like they're just gonna let you in their life and just, you know, because you're dealing with a lot of their personal stuff. Like, you're dealing with their image.
Right.
How much more personal are you gonna get?
Right.
You know, so you're dealing with somebody's life. So I understand it on one hand, but I've dealt with a lot of different situations.
She said I've dealt with a
Yeah,
lot. I can
a lot.
only imagine some of the things that happen. I mean,
Yeah.
shout out to your company as well. She's actually the reason we got invited to Trina's event.
Yeah.
And we made some good connections there. That was a pretty dope event. Trina did her thing
Yeah.
that night. It
And
was
I've been
awesome.
repping her for, 11 and a half years now?
11.
11 and a half years. She's one of my long-term clients.
Wow. Shout out Trina.
Yeah.
That whole movement was dope that night. Like, that was the first time I was on the 360, and I was cutting up, y'all. I was cutting up on the 360. But the footage is up on the page, so y'all can definitely check that out as well. But T's and Tubes, so what inspired that?
I like being creative, you know, and I love fashion. I mean, anybody that know me, I love shoes, all of that. So one day I just woke up, like, I want to create a line where you can dress it up, dress down, lounge in it, still be cute, but you can, you know, be just calm in it. So I said, how about just putting it together, have an attitude with it, but dress up, do some loungewear, like tees, t-shirts, hoodies. So I came up with T's and Tubes. So that's my other baby. Yeah.
I like that. That's dope.
Yeah, that's my other baby.
T's and Tubes. I'm gonna show y'all my video in a little while.
The first collection is called I Am the Culture. We all are a part of the culture, no matter what, no matter color, no matter our preferences, none of that. So I wanted to create something that was unisex, but also represented style and attitude and drive and love. So I'm actually excited about that collection first. I got a lot of them, but you've seen some of them, but this one right here is like the one for me.
So we just gonna stay with tees, like t-shirts, or are we
Nah.
going to?
Nah, of course not.
Okay.
We hoodies, t-shirts, boy shorts, yoga outfits, extra. Like I have a lot of different dope shit coming out.
I get first dibs on these.
Hats. I mean, but actually, I did a little test run on my hats and they sold out. You know, I didn't even get to put.
I didn't get a hat.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What kind of hat?
It
Was it?
was more men buying them actually. That's
Like
what-
caps, bucket hats, what?
Yeah, ball caps. They were
Okay.
dope. So
Okay.
I might bring those back out. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, T's and twos.
Yeah. That's my baby.
Miss Carter.
Miss Carter.
I gotta make mental laugh. But so tell the people where they can find you at. I mean, for those who are looking for a PR, those who are looking for
I'm gonna
some
correct you
advice.
one more time because we talk about this all the time. That is the industry. PR is the industry. Don't say that
She's
again.
not a PR.
Don't say that again. I check her a couple. This is my
All the time. That's look.
We
This is
family.
why I said
Don't-
to you, explain
Because
PR.
of everything.
I'm like, we go through this every now and then, but PR is the industry, not the person. So if you're looking for a professional in that industry, yes, or strategist, like you can, it's not a, no, or publicist, even that. PR is the industry. That's free game right there, period. So when you come to a professional and you say, I'm looking for a PR, that right there alone, I'm telling you, it's probably gonna turn them off.
Mm.
I'm just being honest with you.
looking for. You don't even know what you want.
Exactly.
That's a big
So
broad
they're
field.
already going to be turned. Like I get 1,000 of those literally a week, and that the right what you just said. Because I even post about that just because I like
She
to
do.
post free game and knowledge.
do.
Like I post a lot of free game for every type of business. Period. Just because I want you to win, regardless if you're my client or not. You know, like that's how I stay blessed.
Right.
So PR is the industry, not the person.
Industry, not the person.
Love you.
That needs to be a slogan on your thing.
Oh shit.
Look at that, I just dropped some knowledge.
Randy.
But friend, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Alicia CPR, everything, ALEESHA CPR, everything. And then of course my company are listed, so.
And before you go, some more free game for those who are trying to get a business off the ground and be successful, because you've proven to
Now don't get
have
it
some.
confused. I have my ups and downs. Like shit. Listen. Really just stay with it. Don't put it like if you're gonna put a time to it, put a timeline together. Not oh I wanna have 7 figures within the next year. I wanna, cause be realistic with it. But at the same time challenge yourself. Like me, I always challenge myself. I challenge my team. Like that's my thing that keeps me going. So, like I said, I got 15 years coming up. I'm excited about that.
15 years, and that's a long time.
That's a long ass time. To stay consistent, and it's helped take care of my sons and put them in college. Like that means something to me more than anything. Regardless of the ups and downs that I have, that right there means more than anything to me. Like my sons are in college today because of that shit. So, regardless of the ups and downs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Brad, he's over here. He ain't doing the sound effects part. See, I don't know what Mental got going on over here, but we just supposed to have.
Drop my birthday bomb. Mental trying to.
Okay, Mental the panning juice. The panning juice.
Pause, murder.
But that was definitely something dope. We hear a lot of mothers say, we do it for the kids, but man, she just said 15 years of being dedicated in the game has paid for not one child, but hold on, let me correct that. Not one man, but 2 to go through college. So that's definitely dope.
Yeah.
That is definitely dope. Shout out you.
Shout out to you
Thank
too.
you.
Shout out to everybody in here. Let's be clear. I'm just saying.
Hey, ladies on the live, do y'all like her purse?
Yeah, no, but y'all can check our shows.
They like your purse.
Check our shows.
Thank
Yeah, check out that.
Thank you. Just some look. I just
Little fucking shoes.
honestly, I was late. Like I don't even like to be late to stuff like this. I was late, y'all. I was supposed to be here at 10 o'clock, and I'm very on point when it comes to things like this because I'm professional. So I told my friend I'm running late, and it's honestly because I was handling some business in the city. Seriously. Like I literally came from handling some work business.
I think she's putting out her disclaimer because she knows
I'm just saying
I blast
because-
people on live
Yeah,
for being late.
so I had to make sure I'm like, Lord, let me tell this girl I'm about to be a couple minutes late before she start talking shit. Cause she would have been talking stuff, I'm telling y'all.
Nah, you good. I wasn't talking trash tonight. We on good vibes today. Good vibes tonight. But
Okay, but no, I need y'all to open your shit. For real, because they're
trying
only
to open it
promo,
in the back,
listen,
son.
they're
What you
promo
trying to do?
teasers only, but I'm proud of
all
them.
right.
Open the bag.
I'm
Open
gonna
up
open the
the
bag.
Open up the
I was
bag.
trying to wait to open the bag. And I don't even know what's in here, and I'm mad because I usually get dibs on
I'm
known
sorry, y'all,
stuff.
I just want y'all to see them, that's all.
Oh, and it's black.
Yeah.
And it's black.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Thank you for supporting my small business. Okay.
I'm simple, yeah.
Business big after this.
You see it.
Oh, me like this.
Wow.
Oh, me like this.
Little cut off
Yes,
already.
shut up in winter.
Belly skin sweater. Yeah, man, me like this.
Where the bomb there? Where the bomb there? Where the bomb there?
Right, where the bomb the pop
Where
stay?
you say?
Okay, alright.
The bomb soon drop. It soon drop.
It's
Yes,
so
it
dry.
drives next month.
Hold on, we got another one. Shandi, what you opening
Oh,
over
yes,
here?
this back now, one one.
I don't know. They,
See why I don't have
Hey.
the white bag there.
hey, you don't say Christmas, we not get them no gift.
I like.
They don't know how to open gifts.
Right.
You have to just rip it up.
Just
Rip it up. Rip it up. Rip it up.
Oh,
On a whole, okay,
Let's check this for your wall.
What is that?
Same
So that tell me, you know, me I put my balls on that.
I am the culture. What's your shirt?
Hey, she know her size, she just pick her size. Gosh, just pick her size up.
I like
She know
that.
what was going on.
I am the culture. Season 2. Shout out.
Yes.
Miss Carter.
That should do it.
yes, ma'am.
Let the people know where they can find you at for the season 2 and the publicist.
What really just go on my page, Alicia CPR, and you can find all my businesses there. Like,
Alicia
I promote everything.
CPR.
And I promote
Let me get them shirt and I go for all about girl shirt.
And that collection drops next month. I'm so proud of it.
Next month? Okay. So be on the lookout to get the teas and tools
Pre-order.
that I am the culture. Right, pre-order.
What you say?
Pre-order teas and tools. We got the exclusive. Don't worry. Next week
Yeah, you actually,
we're gonna take
y'all got
pictures.
the first ones. I haven't even sent them to the list of clients that I'm sending them to.
Wow.
You guys got the
Exclusive.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay. So yeah, we gonna be rocking ours next week, man.
They actually, I got them for y'all too, and I'm just waiting on my shipment from lovely ass FedEx.
For the
Excuse
guys?
my language. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Give me an update.
No, my ex them.
Everybody up.
Whichever picture you see, yes, that one. or-
Yes.
So
Look what's in the picture.
thank you for coming through, Miss Carter.
No problem.
We about to jump into a real quick commercial break before we make the DJ them give us a little dance or two. I don't see it.
It's such a vibe.
That's not
Money won't get set, baby, cause I'm ready to go. I'ma take a hard test, girl, I'm never letting you go. She's a rider, baby, gonna be a provider. She's a rider, got the dripping on your body with a rider. She's a rider, baby, gonna be a provider.
survival story. True ghetto story. This is my story. Real ghetto story. Hey. I remember those days when hell was my home. When me and mama bed was a big piece of home. And me never like bass and my ear never come. When mama gonna work me the street for roam. I remember when Danny them get me so cold. And they kill little brothers and kick up their room. I remember when we visit them with
I know where this car is coming from nothing to something, right?
Remember when we run, Papa get him knee blown. And my best friend Richard doing I'm down. I remember Sunday Avenue and me no born zone. And Mikey must have flying out, cause she get alone. But Mikey go suffering and go down all the pound. Make one leave for money and send me no one. No one we all have to see it. That is well done. Mr. Mikey call me from my phone. Mr. Mikey, we get the things there. Them out all look now. Mr.
Everybody right now, stop busting up, bust it up.
Why you got extra clip that we don't broke now? We got the things that them off the race way. We have to take it to the wicked at the lake.
On the airboat. Tell a girl say, me's a girl in a fight over man. From a little bit of just summertime. This a girl on the one, give him one. After that him done food and just get the mama. Like pussy gonna fight. And everybody knows you be a name.
Bob's the beer shut up. What's your sweet like condensed milk? I want to.
But if you got me love my
I got beer shut there. There's a sweet like condensed milk. Go on, go on.
Oh, you want girls and a fight over feeling. Them have them on request because them love when they wheeling. They must see them want to come and fight over feeling. When they dead over me, no keep on the first time in feeling. Me's a girl in a fight over man. From a little bit of just something. This a girl and the one give one. After that him done food and just
ladies.
Pussy and a fight over man. And everybody knows you be a new brand. When me and me do wicked Islam. Sorry, we got them but they went out of clown. Me go to do me thing, me know fi cage and place it. Big body there and put some more and place it. Tell her walk fast like a race, she a race it. Me put it on top and step it, make me place it. Me now have time to come a war with Caesar. She a fight man cause it me give her a 2 gram. One leave a millionaire there you fi pick and choose from. And me know me keep me looking tight like a clown. So me's a girl in a fight over man. From a little bit of just summertime. This a girl on the one give one. After that him done food and just get the power. My pussy gonna fight over man. And everybody knows you be a near grand. When me and my we do wicked Islam. So we sorry we got them on the way now. We want them just to get the woman and check beauty. I'm coming to you, yeah.
We got yellow for that remix now.
Ready now?
Go fit like that league.
Go
fit like that.
Mentally and deep mental. Make your remix on the spot. Yeah. Mental and deep, yeah? Mental remix already. No. Mix any song for any song. Any song I tell them about. She want the balls and shout out to Tay. You know you don't gay. Okay? Mental, you a mix. Mental, you a mix. You a mix. Mental, you a mix. You a mix. You a mix. Hey, ready? Ready? Alright. Mix. Alright. Get them on mix. Get them on mix. Get them on mix. Get them on mix.
Doctor Rock, roll up this dough. Doctor Rock,
Beat it like a slave that I run them down. Run them down, run them down, run them down, run them down. Rise the machine, we are Caliber. Like a slave that I run them down.
Now, as it goes up, gunshot a bust up. Anything I hear in me make chat, so what try know it goes up. Frank, fling points in a people who would bust. Can't catch them to murder them like a puzzle.
Can I find somebody? Well, that's it. Fuck around. That was a test run. Test run. We call it a test run.
You want to test run?
Yeah. Test run. Test run.
Test run.
Test run.
Test run.
It might get the next one.
So, if him go on good, it might get the next run. But if him not go on good, we'll go boom.
It's a lot of chapter life.
He carry it. Boo.
What is that?
Play mental equipment.
That shit ain't got shit to
Play
do with me.
mental equipment.
That shit ain't got shit to do with me. I
Play
came here and saw that shit.
Play mental equipment. Mental, let me tell you this. You know that. I go for my own wear them.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you wear them. You wear them.
Popsy, go on.
You wear them. I bleed.
Bye.
I bleed wears.
Bye, DJ Sprite.
That's it. John, really done. So put out a DJ from something and I go
You know, I'm afraid I still do. I alone can do them something, yeah? So, Uno fuck around and I get chopped. That me I tell you that. And I go get chopping on the blood clot.
What about telephone at the
Hold on, bro, God, me live.
What's ringing?
Ready?
Yeah. You know why out of plastic? What you say?
Press out the plastic. Yeah, just so.
Excuse me, not I see validation. Those are not creation. Deny your patrons. Posting about name brands. Pass over the gun. When I say you not the same one. Because cause of a straight box. Why would I Ferrari? Don't know where to park it, boy. Why shop a Louis V? Here is a car.
SOG live.
Hear that? If I get the life in the water, babe.
It's the wife when you're that's
Yes, I did. If they would have get through, babe. If I get the life in the water, babe.
Down, them a basic. From school they shove down nail clip. Out the shop they know the tape play. Put up on big man and we'll be teen at the party, me raving down. We gotta spend out the savings, so we never know where to go. Girl say I nearly said I never fuck a girl from Beijing. Say they come and make you get real. Tell her I want to taste. It's all the game, it's all the same. What's it here? Come on, just one guy sitting by my love,
Keep your fucker wire. Keep your fucker wire. Brand new one, you sing there.
I work where I work on a chicken with a jerk. Fuck wrong with them. Don't know, bro, guy. Don't know. I'm not the driver.
Never driver. Whoever that is.
You know what? Look at kick off Pops here. But we just done him and done, don't it? When I say done him, done. No. You use monotone shit. Play some bomba class song.
look no good. Look on me.
Look, come on.
Feel annoyed about it.
Well, you mean a cinema now?
You use what's your word within a way. Feel annoyed about it. If you're living up, who knows? There's still a queen, there's still a king. Feel annoyed about it. See a man that wants to live today. My own, you never know if they want a human. Take what they want and run. We not sure if them a fish or man. They are any place from your Afghanistan. So we sell you out, you want so we go. If I use what I mean, we are the only boss. Send them to broke me, boss out. No, dominant, them can't stop me like I'm management. You can see, that's what me say. They got to me, we not be right.